This is a hand I've ever seen. Oh, I didn't consider purchasing this. Is this cool?
I see you've brought guests. I see you've brought guests.
Alright, well, I drew this and my hand got better. So I'm pleased. I'm pleased. It's winter skin in spring, almost summer. You love to see it. You love to see the winter the winter skin released in spring summer at the same time as a fire set. it all makes sense, chat. Come on. I'm kind of surprised there's no location draw tutor yet. Give it time, I guess. Give it time. I forgot I put this in here. This, like, I'm not sure about this one, chat, but like it's new, so I wanted to try it. What if it's really cool? What then? What if it's amazing? Hopefully I will get one game today, at least, where this gets to do something. Because it could be the nuts. Ow. Alright. Oh, I forgot it's 12 now. It hit 10 and I was expecting it to do something. Well, there's that. What? This is a character I'm completely unfamiliar with. What is she from in World of Warcraft? What is this? I think that's the very first time they've released like a character skin where I've had absolutely no idea. Well, other than when I've known that it's a Hearthstone original character, but like, is this a Hearthstone original character? It seems like the type of thing that would be from World of Warcraft, but you guys tell me if you know. Winter Queen is from WoW, but like where in WoW? What does she do? One of the gods of death in Shadowlands. Basically, she is the god that represents the Emerald Dream in the afterlife, and also Elun's sister. Oh, interesting. Have we actually met Elun yet? Like, is she manifested in any way? We met Elun's sister before we met Elun. Nope. All right, well, very cool. Yeah, I didn't play Shadowlands. I had finally like stopped. That was the one that I like didn't play at all until it wasn't current anymore. Then I played it a little bit after Dragons came out because like I wanted to play the Dragon one, and then I stopped. What do you think my opponent's up to? I think they're gonna do something horrible to me soon. It's my opinion. Feel like they're Dungar. Silly Elun. Show yourself, Elun. So what are some other things like Elun that still after all this time haven't showed up in World of Warcraft? Like some other like similarly prominent characters that we've never actually seen in the game yet. Like long existing things that I would remember. Voidlords? What is Anshi? Voidlords was a good one. Voidlords in Hearthstone are not Voidlords in World of Warcraft. Oh, it's the Sun God. I see. That's like a Tauren thing, right? I think so. I'll lose my whatchamacallit if I do this. Man.
Obviously, I never miss.
It all worked out. It all worked out, chat. I don't think Mill can beat Seedlock, but we'll see. It can sometimes. Like, this situation does not properly represent how the matchup could go, but like, if they wait until it matters. Like, mass production kind of changed everything, right? Like that, this like threw up the technology, but back in the day before mass production existed, like the mill versus Seedlock matchup would come down to if the mill player could naturalize the demon seed player for enough damage, because the mill that they mill on the druid's turn actually does work. Also, depending on their APM, they could depending on their APM, said MartianBuu, and then they just messed up their combo. I guess I win. But yeah, Grove Shaper could have possibly done something there too, depending. The other, like, the problem is they were staring down these giant threats, right? They had too much they needed to do in this situation, but I think Mildred can get there, depending. Malorn got caught on the moon, Torrens helped it, so Elune let them be paladins or something. Is that the actual lore behind why? Oh, stupid. I'm pretty sure there are other WoW characters we haven't seen in game, but I'm just not remembering them. Galakron? No, we found Galakron. Galakron is like a predating the events of World of Warcraft type character, and he's died. We found his corpse. Like his, you have a quest surrounding his bones. It's also like, I don't know if this counts, but like, I mean, it counts to me, but like, I don't know if it counts to you, but Galakron had a book about him. You know, Elune, does Elune manifest in any book? Like, do we get a book where, you know, Elune is a prominent character that actually speaks to the people? Galakron, we've seen Galakron as a body, but they've been teasing his return for a while. Oh, that'd be cool. What's a WoW storyline that makes you roll your eyes? Sylvanas, and Arthas's story after the Lich King is killed. Like, after Arthas Lich King is killed, everything about Arthas's afterlife, from when he's stuck in Frostmourne to when he's in the Shadow realm, Shadowlands, and Sylvanas' like character development after I guess more after Cataclysm, because Cataclysm she was still funny. Starting in Battle for Azeroth, what they do with, you know what, starting in the demon one, the Legion, starting in Legion, Sylvanas' story, I'm over it. They ruined it. You killed it. Those are two of my favorite characters, and they went ways with them that I did not appreciate. So, you know, they don't call me Fuddy Duddy Boo for nothing. Sorry if others have asked, but what are your thoughts on the new Knife Choker combo deck? I think it's probably not a honest gamer problem card, but probably is an animation cheater problem card. Problem deck. Anything past 2016. 2014 was Legion, right? I kind of liked some of Legion. I think I'd otherwise agree with that. Hmm.
Flesh fails. Try crystal.
Because the lead writer for basically all of the main story past that point was incompetent. He was a Sylvanas simp who wanted her to do evil, but also wanted to self-insert into the story as one of her servants. Wish I was joking. Oh, is that, like, did he base Nathanos on himself? I don't know. Anyways, like, that's speculation that I cannot confirm or deny myself, but, you know, it wouldn't surprise me, I guess. Like, Sylvanas before that was an interesting, complex character that, like, deep down had good intentions, but struggled a little bit with her quest for vengeance, and not turning into, you know, the person she despised, and that's what made her interesting as a story. But like, they definitely went a like crazy way with it in Azeroth. Like starting in Legion, but culminating in Battle for Azeroth. Well, culminating in Shadowlands, I guess, but yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. I hated what they did with Arthas too. Like, there's a like, so as a big Death Knight fan, you guys like, you guys don't know Marshy the Death Knight fan, I don't think, not too well, anyways. But I am a big Death Knight fan, and do I want to play this? I haven't actually played this yet. I'm gonna play it. But like, as a big Death Knight fan, I used to be much more prominently Death Knight fan, like back in my WoW days. As a big Death Knight fan, I always wanted to get Frostmourne for my Death Knight in game, and they finally give it to you in Legion, so which was very exciting for me. Like, that was a big draw to come back and play for me. It was, oh my goodness, we finally get Frostmourne. They split it into two parts, which isn't actually bad to me. Like, I think that's mostly fine. But the names of these parts are God, I actually forget the other one. There's one that doesn't have a stupid name, or at least that isn't as stupid as the other one, and there's one with an incredibly stupid name, Icebringer. Like, I've brought ice before, okay? Like, it's not exciting to bring ice. I don't care what anyone says. So anyways, wish I had done that in the right order, I guess. So you get your Icebringer of Frost Reaper. Frost Reaper is less bad, and it's still a little edgy. I don't like it, but the the Icebringer like made me roll my eyes back into the back of my head. And even saying it out loud doesn't disgust me quite as much as it did back then. So like, maybe I find that like a lot of things are less egregious to me when my passion is gone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. 2 years ago, Martian might have found this deck more frustrating than he does now. Anyways. What? Hold up, chat. Are we not dead? How am I not dead? I'm still gonna be dead, though. My Ember Root. I don't have a 2 health thing. We aren't dead, but are we really alive? Hard to say. Hard to say. Give me that Hearthstone back. But okay, so like in order to get your shards of Frostmourne weapon, in order to get your shards of Frostmourne weapon, you have to go inside Frostmourne and like defeat Arthas and Ner'zhul, who are the previous Lich Kings. And Ner'zhul is just sitting there like, you know, like saying like, yes, you will once again walk the blah blah blah, and Arthas is just like eating it up with this giant has-been energy. And I'm like, don't bring back the freaking Lich King as a has-been stupid idiot. Like I that whole sequence was so frustrating to me. And then when they bring him back in Shadowlands, like Shadowlands was this huge opportunity for Arthas Lich King to come back, and instead they're like, this is all that's left of Arthas Lich King, a puff of smoke in the wind. Like, it's so stupid. It's just really annoying. I don't like that I waited so long for Bolvar to do something cool too, and he was just kind of like, oh well, Sylvanas showed up and ripped my helm in half, I guess I lose. Oh, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I'm just upset now. Thinking about all the things I hated about it.
I see you've brought guests.
Uh-oh, are we up against the potato deck? Dude, they print enough cards that arena version of Questline Warlock would be good. I don't know how good it would be, but like it could be okay. Might not be good. I'm sure you could get away with doing it.
Flesh fails. Try crystal.
Waiting so long for X to happen is why I fell out with Hearthstone. Ended up being too late. Weird. Shadowlands was a mistake as a whole, in your opinion? Yeah, I agree. Like, as far as ruining, like, it was like, one of the big problems with being a Warcraft fan, and why I've kind of stopped being a Warcraft fan, is the relentless retconning. Like, you can't, nothing you know about the lore is ever actually true. Like, they change it on a whim constantly. So like, you can't see how the story develops. You can see what the story becomes, I guess. And it's like, it's kind of in the same, similar vein as like Hearthstone constantly nerfing things. Is like, you can't ever be attached to anything because it's going to be taken away from you. So I don't know, similar. Actually, like the Illidan changes, like the retcons for Illidan specifically in Legion, I actually really appreciated. So it's not like every retcon has been stupid, but I feel like Illidan kind of needed one to be a cool character. He went from being a weird whiny crybaby to being an actual like interesting character with depth. That's why I only play classic nowadays. Simpler times, story doesn't kill me inside. I like I want somewhere between the baby boo-boos of post Wrath of the Lich King and the no quality of life updates of classic. Like, I don't know, there was a lot in Wrath of the Lich King that made the game much more playable to people like me. But I don't want everything to be like straight up easy mode constantly if you're not in like a raid group either. So it's tough. It's tough to get the right balance. Now, some of you might say that that was a stupid idea on my part. And some of you might be right. It kind of worked out, though. I want to heal 18. Hopefully Classic Plus is that right balance. What is Classic Plus? Is there a new is there a new thing? Illidan had death back in Warcraft 3. The Burning Crusade just ruined it. Yeah. Most tilting moment for me was Sylvanas and the others are trash talking Arthas, but he's just a wisp with no lines. Yeah, and like, I don't know. With how they rewrote Sylvanas, I don't think she has much room to trash talk Arthas. How much would you pay to go back in time to experience WoW again for the first time? If I could go back in time and do my WoW League of Legends days over again, I wouldn't play either of those games. I would learn piano, I would collect Pokemon cards, I would learn another language, I would, you know, study something. Definitely wouldn't waste another life loving stupid things. Remember, kids games aren't worth it. Yeah. Lies, you would be famous Challenger League streamer with Robbie Laird. Nah, I would like League of Legends is the last game I would play ever. I regret every minute of time I've spent playing League of Legends by myself has been a mistake. How tall am I in freedom units? I am 6'4". I'm with you. Sometimes I want to create and better myself with a real skill versus spending so much time on the games. Yeah, and like I don't mind. Like I would love to go back and play more like in-person games. Like I don't regret the time I spent playing cards, like physical cards. I regret to an extent how much time I spent playing specifically Hearthstone. Because like I was mega obsessed with it for a while. But yeah, like I'd love to go back and collect better and like, you know, play more in-person events when I had more time to play in-person events, and like actually hold on to my cards and treat them well, not have them be ruined. I wasted almost 4,000 hours in Dota 2. Unlucky. What's up, Big Sereno? If you could go back in time, I'd start streaming earlier. I might. Wow. This broom is going to end my opponent's career. Excuse me. Say goodbye to your career, opponent. The Phoenix deck is Bungus, right? I think it's Bungus if you're being honest. I think if you're a cheater, it's still probably as good as Draka, or better. I regret how much time I dumped into WoW. I don't regret how much time I dumped into Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops. Those were some of the most fun I've ever had playing games with friends and stuff. See, that's the other thing. Like, I think for me, the most fun I've had playing video games is playing Smash Brothers on the couch with my friends. Like, video games as a social activity, like as a LAN event, like that's amazing. I have no regrets spending any time playing Smash Brothers with my friends either. It's the games that are like, you know, World of Warcraft and League of Legends, they encourage you to spend way too much time playing them in different ways. Like World of Warcraft, is a grind game. Like, in order to get the most out of the end game, you have to spend a lot of time, and even getting to the end game requires a lot of time. It's there to consume you and make you continue to pay the monthly subscription. And League of Legends is like, you know, they trap you in there for 30 to 40 minutes, right? And so if you play 3 games of League of Legends, your day is half over already. At least the, you know, the free time aspect of your day. It's just so frustrating, right? Like, it brings out the worst in everyone. So like, you spend too much time playing it, and you don't feel good about, you know, the time you spent. World of Warcraft, I think, has been, like, if I'm going to talk about regrets spending time in video games, the League of Legends is #1, and it's not even close. Like, World of Warcraft is kind of maybe a distant second. I don't actively regret spending time playing World of Warcraft the same way I do League of Legends, just like, or at least to a much different degree, right? Like, World of Warcraft is a bunch of time that I've tunneled into no payoff. My dad told me a story once about how someone he knew was playing, I believe it was EverQuest, and EverQuest is much like World of Warcraft, and in like, it's an MMO fantasy game. And my dad spent, it took him one day, like he spent one evening playing EverQuest, and then realized how much time he was going to spend playing EverQuest, and then he shut his laptop and never played again. Like, it took him one evening of playing EverQuest to learn a lesson that took me 15 years, you know. Yeah, I don't think there's anything of value in the long term. It's very different, by the way, chat, if your friends are playing it too. If your IRL friends are playing a game too, it is different. So I will cede that that point for sure. Demon seed it. But yeah, like, I spent a lot of time in both those games playing by myself, and that's just flushing your life away, the amount of time I spent on it. So big regrets from that point. I do like it's pretty funny. It's a Piccolo coat rack. Nice. Or a hanger, rather. Well, I do wish we were a little farther along here, huh? We got this thing. Maybe I can use this to clear a board before we finish off our quest here. Hearthstone is nuts sometimes. That was a pretty modest Hearthstone too. Hearthstone was mainly fun when other friends played, even though we couldn't play together much. It was nice when we all had different schedules but could still chat about the same thing. I agree 100%. Like, all my friends stopped playing Hearthstone, and then I couldn't talk to them about it in the same way, and I think that's definitely an issue for me. Now even my virtual friends have stopped playing Hearthstone. Like, I made some virtual friends through playing Hearthstone, and they have stopped too. So now I don't even have them to talk to about it. It's pretty lame. Well, at least I have a banana. I thought I was a whole thing later on. Well, that'll Chad, I thought I thought I was much farther into this quest. All right, I'm stupid.
Flash fails. Try crystal.
Someday we'll play this guy. Someday. At least I have chat. At least I have chat. It's true. The most fun I have playing Hearthstone is talking to chat while playing Hearthstone. I do wish I got into Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh way earlier. One of my older friend groups got me into Yu-Gi-Oh, but the once I started understanding the game, the more we all fell off. I see. Yeah. $11. It would be even more fun if, like, using this thing, I could also win the game this turn, you know? I'm just kind of like, at this point, I'm just kind of determined to have played this card once. So, we'll see if I regret it. I regret it a bit. Just a little. Death Rattle, they get 4 armor, and summon a minion with stats equal to this minion's. So should I just leave it for now? We're parasocially friends, does that count? That's what's up. Alright, well. 15. So yeah, if I can get through all this, I can win with these things. That'd be cute. I have to get through a lot of stuff though. And I've basically run out of tree ticks. What's this at right now? I've done this, it's done at like 8. So maybe I should rush some stuff. Oh, that has lifesteal. I don't know. I definitely feel like I've somewhat thrown this game just because I'm determined to play with the trees. I just want to play with the trees, chat, because that's so wrong. This is 8 damage, so I could do 8 and 3 to kill that. So this, these two, 8. Oh, it's 7. Well, now don't I feel stupid? Well, we still have our fallback plan. We're sitting at, 32 life. It's fine.
This ship would fall apart without me.
No more trees, unless we top deck Raise Dead. Yugi, what's that thing? Oh, we did top deck Raise Dead. We could get trees back, but I don't think I'll bother. I think I'll play this. More evasion, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. This game looks like a clown fiesta. It has been a bit of a clown fiesta. How do you decide what length of ads to put into a YouTube video? I go with YouTube's recommendations largely, and I've started using an ad placer to automatically decide things for me. They're out of evasions, right? They've used 2. We're free. No! That was a terrible thing to shenanigans. You stop that. Cut that out right now.
The time has come to dethrone our former
There are more birds in my deck than there are mass productions. Ow. Hurt my feelings. I didn't like it. Wow. What horrible things is this going to do to me? I'm not sure. Oh, that's not that much. Someday we'll draw a mass production and then we'll be cooking. Then we'll be cooking, chat. You're scared? Well, we have a bird. It's gotta count for something. That's not nothing. What was the last thing? It's like a draw card, probably. Double cross. Alright, we can get hit by this Yasharaj one more time without being upset. Alright. Oh, thank goodness. Finally, after all these days. There's no broom left in the deck, so I mean I could put the heal. I guess I will. And then we can like make this bird, kill the bird. I feel pretty comfortable.
I'm out of cards.
Like, what are they gonna do now? Lose to me? If they got something big and exciting, I'm ready. Show me. Show me what you can do against my demon seed. Ow. Oh. Well, that's that. Ew. But they have no secrets left. Perfect. They can get wrecked. They know it too. Get out of my game. I swear how the demon seed plays changes so much over the time. That's true. Pretty true. It has been a very different deck over its various iterations. I know people don't want to admit it, but like, yeah. It's as far as a deck that has had to adapt to changes, it has fully adapted, right? Like it's never like, you know, just a worse version of the last version of the deck. It's like almost a new deck trying to do demon seed stuff. Pretty silly. Ember Root Destroyer, chat. We're gonna play it on 3, and then they're never gonna ever be able to stick anything again. The Dark Lair version was the most fun version? Probably, but it was also like the least fun version of Dark Lair. Like the least fun version of Dark Lair is probably still a lot more fun than other things. It's been tempo, aggro, combo, TK, and now more control. Yeah. Like, you can't tell anyone that this is a control deck either. They won't hear it. They won't hear it, chat. Conflagrate is pretty good in here too. Can kill your own stuff with raised dead for raised dead. I thought about it, but I don't know. I don't think it's that exciting. I don't think it's worth us a lot. Yay, we got to use our spaghetti soup. Man, this is never coming down this turn, right? So who cares? It's gonna die.
Flesh fails. Try
Mod chat? Word. This is definitely more of a control deck with a win con. I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. But you're not allowed to say that. The riots in the street, can you imagine it? All eyes shall be opened. How dare you kill my stupid tree? I made that tree for my purposes. So this card looked nutty in the stats, but it hasn't actually felt that nutty to me. I also like haven't been facing any shadow priests, right? Pounded otters. So there's that. I was supposed to pound ASL Paul half an hour ago. My bad. My bad. I like the Demon Seed, honestly. Control with an inevitable end game condition is super cool. Yeah, I imagine, like, I don't know. Hearthstone would be so like Stormwind in general, I think would be looked on so differently if those cards hadn't come out so late in Hearthstone's lifetime. Like, I think a lot of it is fine to a degree if it weren't for a lot of the precedent. Didn't like killing your Geode there. I did, but I had to play this and I had to get max value out of it for the culture, so I opted not to. Fury and Blood. Well, I'll be a son of a potato. I will crack that for you if you leave my tree up. I'm happy to do it. I will get you out a bit. Oh no, never mind. We're double doing. We're going back in, chat, which is also fine by me. Look at the tree just doing stuff. You love to see it.
I am only more deadly.
We're sitting here being only more deadly.
flesh fails. Try crystal. Flesh fails. Try crystal.
I suppose I won't let them rat me. I suppose. Look at that tree, look at it go. It did tree its way through that whole thing. Otters still exist? Crazy times? Yep. Otters does exist. Right here in the Twitch chat. You're separated by YouTube chat. Oh no. Otter says hi, YouTube chat. Excuse me. Does anything have 3 that would die? No. This activates for free. That's kind of cool. All of Stormwind shall share my pain, whether it likes it or not. Yeah, we were not getting there without some very precise draws there. Hi Twitch chat. Han says hi Twitch chat. 5/7 taunt with 5/5 death rattle getting low diffed by hurting yourself as a fire tree throwing fireballs is hilarious. Yes. Yes, it is. See you later, Piscometer bombs.